Fellow Ghanaians, good evening, and thank you for welcoming me into your homes once again. You're doing so on one of the sacred days of our nation, 28th February, when the 1948 Christiansborg Crossroads shootings occurred 73 years ago, which led to the martyrdoms of Sergeant Ajete, Corporal Atipo, and Private Odate Lamte, martyrdoms that ignited the nationalist movement and led us to the freedom we enjoy today. Let us observe a moment's silence in honor of their memory, and the memory of all the faithful departed patriots who helped create our nation. May their souls rest in perfect peace. Fellow Ghanaians, since I last spoke to you a month ago, a significant development in our fight against COVID-19 has taken place in our country. In the course of this week, Wednesday, 24th February to be precise, we took another concrete step in our quest to rid our nation of COVID-19, with the arrival in the country of 600,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine, the first consignment of many more to come. I indicated in update number 23 that the earliest vaccine would be in the country by March. However, by dint of hard work and sheer determination, government was able to secure the first batch of vaccine doses in February, a month ahead of schedule. We are the first country in the world to be recipients of vaccines from the COVAX facility. And I want to express my appreciation to members of the COVID-19 task force, which I chair, and to officials of the Ministry of Health and the Ghana Health Service for this commendable feat. The vaccine deployment plan we submitted to WHO, which unlocked this consignment, was well received. They've done a yeoman's job, and our nation is indebted to them. We're grateful also, naturally, to the contributors and managers of the COVAX facility. The AstraZeneca vaccine is one of two vaccines that have so far been approved and declared as safe for use by the Food and Drugs Authority, FDA. With the process of certification currently ongoing for the other vaccines, the range of vaccines available to us will increase. This will facilitate our ability to reach our target of vaccinating 20 million Ghanaians by the end of this year. Through the National Vaccine Deployment Plan, our population has been segmented into 4 groups, and this will determine which section of the population gets vaccinated at a particular time. Group 1 is characterized as, quote, persons most at risk and frontline state officials, unquote. It includes health workers, frontline security personnel, persons with underlying medical conditions, persons 60 years and above, and frontline members of the executive, legislature, and judiciary. Group 2 is made up of other essential service providers and the rest of the security agencies. It includes water and electricity supply services, teachers and students, supply and distribution of fuels, farmers and food value chain, telecommunications services, air traffic and civil aviation control services, meteorological services, air transport services, waste management services, media, public and private commercial transport services, the police service, armed forces, prison service, immigration service, national fire service, SEPS division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, and other members of the executive, judiciary, and legislature. Group 3 consists of the rest of the general public. That is, all persons over 18 years, except for pregnant women. The final group, that is Group 4, will include pregnant mothers and persons under the age of 18, and they will be vaccinated when an appropriate vaccine, hopefully, is found, or when enough safety data on the present vaccines is available. Special arrangements will be made for persons with disabilities who fall within these various groups. So from Tuesday, 2nd March, to Monday, 15th March, 2021, the Ghana Health Service will begin deployment of the 600,000 AstraZeneca vaccines, with persons in Groups 1 and 2 being the target of this first vaccination campaign. It will be conducted in 43 districts, which are the epicenters of the pandemic in the country. There are 25 in Greater Accra, 16 in Ashanti, and 2 in the Central Region. The Ghana Health Service, as from tomorrow, will give precise details. Whilst we are initially concentrating on the 43 epicenter districts, preparations are being made for the vaccination of 20 million Ghanaians through the deployment of some 12,071 vaccinators, 37,413 volunteers, and 2,079 supervisors for the entire vaccination campaign. Fellow Ghanaians, I know that there are still some who continue to express doubts about the vaccine. Others will express reservations about its efficacy, with some taking sides with conspiracy theories who believe the vaccine has been created to wipe out the African race. This is far from the truth. Our domestic regulatory agency, FDA, one of the most reputable in Africa and in the world, has certified the safe use of the vaccine. It will not do so if it had any reservations about the safety of the vaccine. And I've gone on record as saying that no vaccine will be deployed in the country for use without the express certification of the FDA. Taking the vaccine will not alter your DNA. It will not embed a tracking device in your body. Neither will it cause infertility in women or in men. As your president, I want to assure you that the vaccine is safe. That is why tomorrow, on Monday, 1st March, ahead of the commencement of the vaccination program on Tuesday, the 2nd of March, my wife, the First Lady, the Vice President, his wife, the Second Lady, and I will take the vaccine publicly at 2 health facilities in Accra. Key public officials, such as the Speaker and members of Parliament, the Chief Justice and Justices of the Superior Court of Judicature, the Chairperson and members of the Council of State, the Chief of Staff and senior officials of the Office of the President, and prominent personalities like some eminent clergy, the National Chief Imam, the Asantehene, the Garmanche, and some media practitioners will also on Tuesday take the jab publicly. This is being done because the vaccine will help protect us against the impact of COVID-19 on our health. It is also a major catalyst to restoring livelihoods and the national economy to the robust level it belongs. I encourage faith-based groups, civil society, media, and all Ghanaians to support the public education campaign associated with the exercise. We need all hands on deck to make this a success. Furthermore, I want to reiterate my determination that we should manufacture vaccines here in Ghana. To this end, a committee has been established under the chairmanship of the former Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation, the world-renowned scientist, Professor Kwabena Frimpong-Boateng, which is formulating a concrete plan of action towards vaccine development and manufacturing. Fellow Ghanaians, the rollout of the vaccination campaign does not mean we should let our guard down and discard the safety protocols that have served us well thus far. We cannot afford to let our guard down. Let us continue to wash our hands under running water, maintain social distancing, refrain from shaking hands and hugging, and most importantly, wear our masks. We must remember that the virus continues to jeopardize our lives and livelihoods. As of Friday, 26 February, the total number of active cases stood at 5,444. Our daily infection rate is 400, and 77,972 recoveries have been recorded. Since I last spoke to you, 191 more people have sadly passed away, bringing the number of cumulative deaths to 607, and 24 persons are critically ill. Out of 69,352 schools in the country, 207 have reported cases of infections. The number of active cases in our schools is now 282. So until further notice, all the restrictions as announced in my last address remain in force, and the police will continue to ensure compliance by all and sundry. Adrianum, Adrona yadi besa yariano. Ibi abiduye memu. Ifi brada eko. Yebeshasi ya wo paniano. Minuse bring slow paniano. Inchi ochina. Memene me yire first lady. Vice President me yire second lady. And in Pennyfo teacher. Be wo paniano. Na to me ashe obia nkran. Se boni bia eni paniano. Misramu. Adrona abano enchire se yebegya mask no hye. Ana yebegya yensa hohoro. Yen kosum di hye no so. Na no ene beboa ye. Anyame me. Tufa ni woke babu wa here. Yelahi na eko ibasheshi. Keje jufo ke ya. Oba boy tufa agbu. Ilake me sure tufa agbe ye. No war mike iye fatalo. Wa Vice President ke he fatalo. Ko nukpa kume bagbu tufa koni ewo mofia mohiwale ake ifon ku be tufa hi ni panyafai waka pa mask ewo wo ya no ni wo forward ni wo ye hela agbuti ano to fe no ni ba wawo. If all of us stay the course and adhere strictly to the protocols, we will emerge out of this pandemic even stronger than before. This is my charge to you this evening, my fellow Ghanaians. There is light at the end of the tunnel. We dare not give up all the hard work at this point in time. This too shall pass because the battle is still the Lord's. May God bless us all in our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. Thank you for your attention and have a good night.